Hello there. Happy Thursday. First of all, I wanted to welcome all the new ladies that are here in this group. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So thrilled that you are here with us. So I pop on usually once a week, usually on a Thursday. Sometimes ends up being on a Friday, but usually on a Thursday. And then I also have some fitness that we do on Monday mornings, and I alternate between doing a class and then an exercise lab, which basically is where I break down a very specific exercise and I give all the options for that exercise. So that's what I do on a weekly basis here. And but I wanted to pop on here because, this is what I hear all the time is I get questions like, what's the best exercise should I do? How do I get rid of this weight around my hips and thighs and my gut and this and that? What should I eat? What should I do? And what really, when I ask women what they think is causing them the weight gain or the difficulty in losing weight, I would say 99.99% of the time, women know what's causing the weight gain and why it's so hard to lose the weight. Okay, so that's the food part. Then they also ask me about the exercise, and when I ask women what they enjoy, they pretty much know what they like doing. They like to go for walks, and even long ones, and they like to do Pilates, or yoga is also very big. Some women like to lift weights. What women don't like to do, for majority of them, is they don't want to do CrossFit. They don't want to be flipping tires, and of course, right? So, but what happens is that women get so confused by what they hear out there, out in the world, in terms of how to lose weight. They get caught up in all this misinformation that's going on. They feel like they can't trust themselves or trust their bodies to know what is right or what is wrong. So let me put it this way: all the stuff that you hear out there, it doesn't matter. What matters is what works for you and what you know about yourself. The problem with the diet culture is that it's a one size fits all, and it's a lot of restrictions. You don't need to cut out carbs. You don't need to be on keto. You don't need to be on paleo. You don't need to cut out chocolate. You don't need to cut out sweets. However, should you cut back? Maybe, probably, but you don't need to cut it out completely. That's the mistake that women are making, because when you cut stuff out completely, well, first of all, it's no fun. And second of all, the more you cut these things out of your eating regime or eating habits, the more you want it. And food is one of the biggest pleasures in life. Everybody I've ever met loves eating. We all love to eat. And there's nothing wrong with eating a piece of cake when it's somebody's birthday. It's okay to have turkey and stuffing on the high holidays with pecan pie. There's nothing wrong with eating any of those foods. And this is the biggest mistake that women are making, is they're not trusting themselves to believe that they know best. And that's because the diet culture is worth $1 gazillion on an annual basis. And it's making women not trust themselves any longer about what they know and what's good for them. So the best thing that you can do is stop listening to all that garbage that is out there, because it really is garbage. And, when I ask women what they think they should be eating, they know. They know that they can eat. They know what to eat. They know what to do. The key is why aren't you doing it? So it's not about judging yourself or punishing yourself. It's a real opportunity to question yourself, to observe yourself, and to reflect, to better understand why you aren't doing the things that you are doing, and seeking answers that you think are out there that you don't know. There's no secret out there. There's no secret. The real secret is you need to listen to yourself to know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You know that going to bed at 2 a.m. doesn't work, right? You know that if you get 6 hours sleep, it might not work. You're an 8-hour girl. Maybe you're a 7-hour girl. So when you get less of that sleep, you know that your day is going to suffer, right? So it's the same thing with food. If you know that eating, fast food, 3 square meals a day doesn't work for you, doesn't make you feel good in your body, well, then maybe it's not, maybe, you got to make changes, right? So the key is to trust yourself to know what is best for you. And if you have difficulty making those decisions, the right decisions for yourself, then it's not a judgment call. It's not an opportunity to punish yourself. It's an opportunity to question why and to reflect, like, why am I doing that? What's going on in my life? How am I feeling, right? Because a lot of times women, they tend to just be on this consistent treadmill of like, they eat something bad and then they punish themselves. They feel guilty and shame. They beat themselves up over and over and over again until it's finally over, until the next time it happens. And then the next time it happens. And you're just going around in a circle and around in a circle. And this goes on for decades. By the time you get to the age of 40 and 50, maybe even 60, think about how long you've been doing this to yourself for. So you've got to break the cycle. Breaking the cycle means, it doesn't mean not allowing yourself to have it. Breaking the cycle means stopping yourself for a moment and question yourself, like, well, am I hungry? Okay, no, I'm not hungry. But why do I want to eat? What is it? What am I feeling? What's going on? And giving yourself the opportunity to observe and to reflect. And then maybe you will still go to the food, and that's okay, because that too takes time. Because if you think about how long you've been doing this for, years and decades, more like decades, it's going to take more than one stop in a moment to stop yourself from eating the chips or the cookies or whatever it is when you're not, or eating food when you're not hungry is really what's causing the weight gain. Okay, so do yourself a favor, get rid of all the diet books, magazines, people you follow when it comes to weight loss, intermittent fasting, whatever it is, anything related to weight loss, just like give it a big kick in the boot, get rid of it. And start thinking like, what makes you feel good in your body? What makes you feel energetic? What makes you feel light in your body? We all know that eating, whole pie doesn't feel good, but doesn't mean you're never gonna eat pie. It means that you're gonna have a piece of a pie. And that piece can vary depending on how that makes you feel, right? So it's all about creating that balance between being satisfied with the food you eat and contributing to the weight loss. So think of it as a scale, as a teeter-totter. Remember when we were kids in the playground, and you're on one end and your friend is on the other end, and you're trying to stay up off the ground. It's like, whoa, and you're playing around on the teeter-totter. That's basically what you're doing with food. So cutting out food categories, cutting out your treats that you enjoy is not ideal. So it's about being satisfied and contributing to weight loss, being satisfied and contributing to the weight loss. And it's literally like this. Some days are more like this, some days are like this, and it's literally a game that you play. It's like, okay, where am I today? Okay, that's not going to make me feel good today. What am I going to? Oh, I'm going to have more vegetable because I always feel good in my body when I eat more vegetables. Oh, I went out for dinner. Okay, my scale went this way. So it's a little bit of playing around to figure out what that balance is, and that's how you lose weight without having to be on a diet. Okay? So if you have any questions about this, feel free to drop the questions down here below. I'm always happy to answer them for you. Anything to help you get to your weight loss goals. All right, I will see you soon. Bye for now.